welcome. Sorry I was a couple minutes late. Had some technical difficulties logging on to the platform. So it is a What If Wednesday. Hooray! Hope everybody's doing well. I saw Penny was there in the comments. No, actually, I'm in my farmer outfit because this is our week where we have our Oktoberfest, or Gregtoberfest, as it is named at our house. So food prep has begun. We've got sausage building going on in the kitchen, and I still have a ton of stuff to make. So, but the good news is our air conditioning is repaired, so we have air conditioning for now, but we have to replace it. So all your donations are going to go toward my $8,000 air conditioning unit that I have to buy. So the rules for tonight. So just if you want your own private reading, you can do donations. I wanted to get on and I wanted to do a live because we did the whole week. I had the theme. Tomorrow is Harry conduct reading, and Friday Save Megan for Friday. So I want to remind everyone that tarot is about the energy that's at hand. After the last few days, I don't know how the energy is going to change there. We have the whole Sunshine Sacks thing. Apparently they have dropped her. We have the temper tantrum and Harry still putting his book out. It does upset me that there really is a whole lot of ruckus about what's going on with them. And I wish it wasn't like that. And I almost feel like this is a ball that's rolling downhill that they're unable to stop at this point. So I want to continue with the theme of conduct. How should we conduct ourselves? So you say hi to everybody. So we got Gilded Girl. Hi. So your video is loading. So Gilded Girl has a reading coming to her shortly, private reading. I'm going to email the link on over to her. So that should be pretty cool. Hopefully she likes it. And we have Snow White. Snow White. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Snow White. So what I wanted to do was, and if any of you want your own reading, just yell at me and I'll stop reading on the Royals. But I do want to keep it really positive. I mean, one of the things that I said on I think it was the first reading is there's so many readers that read on YouTube that are very negative, and I'm not like, calling anybody out. I'm not saying anybody's doing anything wrong, but one of my students, a really, really good friend of mine, Luna, she, when she started studying with me, and she was already a reader, she just did a little extra study with me. She said when I would throw cards down, like, she's like, how do you read that positively? Like, you have like the Death card, and you have the Tower in reverse, and you've got the Devil, and like, how are you reading that positively? And I told her, I said, it really, sometimes sometimes you do a reading for somebody and you just have to keep pulling cards until you get to that positive part of their reading. Sometimes it's a little bit harder to get there. So I want to keep it really positive. I want to do some readings with I have Anne. A lot of people asked if I would do a reading for Anne. I have Sophie, Andy, Eugenie, and Beatrice. So those were people had emailed me or messaged me and wanted that. Another fun fact, like, I read Lenormand, or Lenormand as I call it. This is my Lenormand deck. It's like playing card tarot. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to pull that out today, but I did want to showcase it and tell you guys that I'm going to start doing more Lenormand reading. So it's pretty cool. If those of you that follow Joseph Magi, who I think is an absolute peach, His deck is similar to Lenormand, but it's his own proprietary deck. And what he actually he sells it on Etsy, and I purchased a deck, and like he was so super nice. Like I kind of needed a little bit of coaching, and I messaged him on Etsy, and he gave me a little coaching. He was like super nice about it. So um, it's a little bit different from tarot, and it also has a different spread, so it's pretty cool. It's another cool facet of cartomancy. So with that, oh, Guilty Girl, you didn't have to do that, and I didn't even know that I had the super chats now. You're my first super chat. Super chat. Oh, and I forgot to put my banner on. This is so cool. Thank you. Super chat. Oh man. I'm so excited. That's great. So all right. So I'm seeing like, okay. There's Facebook user, whoever this is. Whoop. Register with StreamYard so I can see who you are. I don't know who you are. And if you have a question, ask me a specific question. So I put the rules in the description of the video. So if you want your own private reading, you throw me a donation. I'll read some cards for you. It'll be fun. But we can also do some celebrities too. But Penny, you're one of my clients, so I'm going to do this for you, baby doll. Penny, do you have a particular deck that you like? I don't know if you have a particular deck you like. Let's pull out the Ellen Cannon Reed. Haven't seen this one in a bit. Hello, Celtic Rune. Big fella. Gilded Girl, your $5 is going to go toward my new air conditioning unit. Woo! Sloppy shuffle right out of the gate. Oh, and I don't have my card view on. Let me get my card view on so you guys don't have to look at my sweaty, overalled face. There, that's what you want to see. You don't want to see me. You want to see the cards, right? I don't know. You guys tell me. Is this a better view? Or do you like this one? I'm like the eye doctor. A or B? A or B? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Oh, super. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Penny, about Charles's love child. Okay. Now, is this the one that's allegedly with Camilla? Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. So let's see what's going on. We'll take a look at that real quick. Charles, is there a love child? Love child. Oh no. What was I saying? Oh yeah. That's it. Love child. Never meant to be. I think I know that song. Nah, it doesn't look like it. That doesn't look like it. That looks like, no. That looks like it's nonsense. Nonsense. Balderdash. That's all he needs, right? He's got pens that don't work. He's got a son that doesn't work. Hello, Serendip. No, this is okay. All right. So what's going on with him? Okay. This is a tryst that he had with somebody who she's not nice. Let's just put it that way. This was like his practice for Miss Monkle. And it was a tryst. It wasn't anything other than that. It was a tryst. It was just like, meh. carried on with his life, and she kind of hung around in the background. She was kind of ever present, really not really getting it. Like, hey, I'm with somebody else. She didn't get that it was just like a hot moment. So since we're staying with conduct, let's see what Charles. Oh, King Charles. We gotta call him King Charles now. No one's called me out on my the styles that I've been using. His Majesty King Charles III. I think I got them all down. I think I am well trained between HG Tudor and River. I think I'm well trained in the styles at this point. Hey, Brokeshlow! Background lurking. I love background lurking. So how should Charles react to this? Full disclosure. He needs to do full disclosure. So we've got full disclosure here. Let it all come to the surface. Let everybody see what's going on. Hey, JT. The Seven of Swords, that is our Alicia Sneaky Snacker and my Shady McShadester card. So in here, this is like idle kind of, not doing the right thing. So this is let the light hit the people not doing the right thing. And then all those mysteries, all those things that are concealed behind the scenes are going to come to light. They're all going to come out. So, yeah, I'm seeing Tracy Huxtable's. Let me get in there. Tracy, I am going to agree with you on that. If they were younger, I don't think they would have squashed that. I just don't think they would have. There'd be really no benefit to it. Even though she wasn't appropriate, I think something else would have been done. So then here is just kind of sit back and let it happen, and then sort things out as they may. It's that simple. I think that's kind of a non-event. So, all right. King Charles does look so regal. He does. He looks younger. He doesn't look quite as old. I gotta do something. You know what? Gilda Girl, I'm gonna spend your $5. I'm gonna go get some apps on voice control. It's really crazy. Like I trained I am a singer, and I trained for singing for most of my life, but start this YouTube channel, I have zero control over my voice. I'm like all over the place. I'm like yodeling. I can't control my voice on this. I think it's because I don't have like an appropriate mic, and I feel like I'm yelling at all of my equipment. I still haven't got my Zoom mic fixed. It's not working with my system for some reason. But nonetheless, these are all YouTuber first world problems. So let's go into more conduct reading. So Princess Anne, hands up who is like dying on Princess Anne this whole time. Like she absolutely looks so heartbroken. My heart goes out to her. She looks tired. She doesn't look old, but she does look tired. And she just must be exhausted. So I still, hardest working royal. She is quite clearly working her butt off for the royal family. She takes her duty very seriously. So let's take a look at what Anne should be doing. We're going to go back to our traditional Rider Waite. And guys, this tonight, Wednesday night, all about you. So ask questions, do whatever you want. Tracy, I see your 746 question in there. We're going to get to that. So let's see what Princess Anne, how she should conduct herself over the next few days. And tell me in the comments what you're thinking about Princess Anne here. So, there's a lot of people that call Princess Anne the woman who should be king, I think is the term, the woman who should be queen, or so, and the woman who should be king sounds pretty cool. I don't disagree with that. I think she's quite remarkable. Those of you that don't know the Not Bloody Likely story, so there was an attempt to kidnap her, and she had some other people in the car. She had a royal security with her, and this individual, and correct me if I have the story wrong, had gotten basically into the car and said, "Get out, you're coming with us." And she said, "Not bloody likely," and just was like, "No, I'm not doing it." Uh, you know, there's something to be said about having more balls than brains. I think she's got all the balls and all the brains. And you guys know I don't like to curse on my show, but I just did. I just did. So, and I'm going to fix this camera. I feel like I got a weird angle here. Sorry, y'all. So, um, and this is interesting because if you watched my King Charles III video, there was the time for thinking is done, stop considering things, and now you have to act. Now is the time for you to act. I'm getting the same thing here, but it's not so much that Anne has to act. It's that she has to take the temperature of the people. She has to take in what the disposition is, and then there's a ruthless streak in her. So she is her mother's daughter, but there is this definitiveness, and I hesitate to say cold and callous because I don't want to say that, but she's got a streak of her dad in her. She has got a streak of Prince Philip in there, where she's like, I am not taking any nonsense. When she said not bloody likely, that was her father speaking all the way. That was not her mother. I think her mother would have sweet talked him and like pulled like a scone out of her purse or marmalade sandwich out of her purse and said, "Here, have a marmalade sandwich. You are just too cranky and trying to kidnap me." So I think she's got a lot of her dad in her. And this is we've got our Six of Cups in reverse. And the Six of Cups, that is our nostalgia card. That is, oh, look at how sweet it is. Christmas puppy. All that's out the window with her. All that is out the window. She is not going to be nice at the kitchen table. She is not going to be overtly polite. She is going to draw very, very deep, long, hard, non-negotiable lines in the sand. She's has been biting her tongue long enough, and it's all to preserve the monarchy and the institution. And God bless her. She should. That's they're born into it. They are the keepers of the realm, and they need to do that. So she really is taking up the mantle. In a second, we're going to take a look and see how much power she's wielding over this new sovereign, and the new court. We're going to see how much power she has in there, because right here we see a lot of power. She's going to have a lot of. Meghan Markle always talks about women have a voice. We just need to, encourage them to use it. Anne does not need to be encouraged to use her voice. She is going to use her voice. She's going to have a lot to say. So very cool. Now, I don't think this is going to be public. I don't think she is going to be standing on a soapbox talking to people like you and me. I think she's going to continue with her royal duties as she has, quietly working in the background, doing what she needs to do to promote the monarchy, to make sure that the charities and the people are aware of the royal family, shining lights on everywhere that we need to. I think the voice is behind the scenes. I think she's going to be cutting the fat and making sure that people know. Now, is it curious? Maybe she's already said something. Maybe she has already talked to someone and said, keep your mouth shut and behave. Um, I have a feeling that she has. I think maybe they let her at the other one and said, we'll take a look at that too. So she is letting loose and saying, we know all of the lies, we know all of the nonsense, we know everything. There's nothing that you can do. No matter how much you lie, no matter how much you sugarcoat things, we're better at it. We got more power. So this is very, very cool. This is very cool. And again, this is a very, very strong position of power. It's kind of funny reading for her, and I don't know if I've ever read for Anne before. Um, Reading for her, you almost get this sense of empowerment. Those of you that were gymnasts, when you would do your passes um, on on your floor routine, there's this kinetic tension that builds up in you before you take your run and start your pass. There's very much a feeling like that for her. So let's see. Big question. Did she have a conversation with Ms. Markle? Was Anne the one that had a conversation with Miss Markle before all the events? I don't think she had the conversation. I think she wanted to. I think the messaging for Miss Markle was sent through. I think it was sent through other like courtiers. I don't think it was a direct message. I don't think anybody sat down with her and sat face to face and said, you will not do this, you will not do that. I feel like they sent in courtiers with a list of do's and don'ts and consequences. I think that was what happened. I think what we're seeing on her and again, like, I'm trying to be positive, trying to stay positive today. So I think the look on her face is partly that she is scared, and partly that she has been warned already and she's trying not to put a toe out of line. So I'm just going to check. Serendipity said she sent over a question and just want to see. And I got to put my crazy glasses on to go with my farm outfit. So where's my question? Where's my question? All right, here we go, sweetie pie. How come I can't see the question? Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. All right. So we'll come back to the Royals in just a minute. If you guys have questions about the Royals too, Royal questions are free. Let's put that over here. Put that over here. And we're gonna, I'm gonna do Housewives Tarot. Since we're talking about houses. I've all these stones and things and everything's rolling all over the place. All right. So Sally. So Francois, you JT, yes. Francois, no, basically, like, this is freestyle. Like, we're doing whatever. I was going to do conduct readings for the royal family, but if you all want readings, you can drop a donation, tell me your question, and I'll do it. I got my PayPal at the bottom of the screen. And I'm going to have to say for entertainment purposes only because it's not on my ticker. So, all right. So serendipity. Let's see what we got. And I'm using the Housewives Tarot because it has like just such a homey feel. And I think we'll be moving. Okay. Okay, part one. So that's that sneaky snacker card right here. That's our Seven of Swords. So there's something behind that development that you don't quite know the whole story. Okay, and then we have there's Six of Cups. That is the nostalgia card upright. So there's going to be some amount of regret, and Ace of Cups in reverse, probably not a good choice. Does not look like it's a great choice. So let me see, second part of your question. Is this a good time? Let's see if this is a good time. So this probably not. Okay. So we got that Fool in reverse. So that's that recklessness. That's that itchy feet and kind of jumping off. Oh, the focus is off with the cards here. Is that better? I hope that's better. So I thought you meant my focus was off with the cards. I'm like, no, I think I'm reading them okay. So this is the itchy feet, like trying to make fetch work, trying to get in there and make this square peg fit in a round hole. So I would keep looking. I don't think, and I'm getting all these pop-ups. Sorry guys, let me get rid of it. Oh, for Pete's sake, get out of here, pop-ups. I don't know if you guys can hear them. They're like totally interfering with the screen. So hold off a little bit longer because I think better foundations will be set a little further into the future. Here, let's shuffle a little bit more. And we're still reading for serendipity, boys and girls. Yeah, it's not a good time to replant those roots. None of this is looking good. You're not gonna. It's going to be a long, arduous process. There's just this is our snake oil guy. We have King in reverse here, King of Swords in reverse. He's like snake oil. Like somebody's going to sell you a lemon. I say don't do it. Don't do it just yet. I think the market. Yeah, I see your comment there, serendipity, and I always forget I have a touch screen. Yeah, I think the market is unstable. Let's take a look at the market for everybody. Let's look at the real estate market, housing market. How are we doing? Let's just take 3 cards. We'll take a look at that. I am not a financial advisor, so this is just tarot. This is just getting a sense of what's going on out there. So, oh, woo. Oh, look at that. Okay, those are the same cards that came up. So this is the housing market. So there's going to be some revelations that we're not going to like. We're going to see some things coming up soon that we're not going to like. Probably housing prices and values are going to plummet. A lot of people have these mortgages, have these high interest rates. People are going to be regretful. They're going to be sorry for things that they did. They're going to be looking back in the past and trying to rebuild. So I think we've got a patch before us of finance and real estate that's going to be a little bit wonky. So I think everybody needs to just sit tight for a little bit. I hate to tell everybody keep your money close to your chest, but yeah, keep it under your mattress right now. All right, so where I gotta scroll back up. Judith. Uh, oh, you guys are so funny. I'm just scrolling up. So, oh, Judith. Hi. Oh, goody. Okay. All right. So, I have to take better lessons from the body language guy. He's so good at talking like to himself. He's like, oh wow. So nutmeg, yeah, I think Anne has already had her say with that one. Oh, okay. I just thought of all these King Charles Moses. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Standing vigil. Yeah, it was very sad. I did not watch the whole thing. Um, I actually I was working today, so I did not want to get weepy, but it was very, very, very sad. I still can't believe that she has passed away. She definitely seemed eternal. So I already have an opinion about this. My non-psychic opinion, I think it was just a poor fit on the dress. I don't think there was anything under there. But let's see what the cards have to say. So, yes, no, maybe so. Was there wired for sound? Was somebody wired for sound? One card. You ready, guys? You ready? One card right out of the middle. Ready? That one? Think it's a good one? This one right here? So I'm going to say that's a no. I'm saying it. I know everyone's going to argue with me. I'm saying it's a no. So upright, this is communications. Okay, electronic communications. But in reverse, it's negative communication. So even though like this could be yes, it was ill intent. I think it's a no. I don't think she was wired. I just don't. Um, the dress was too form fitting. There were a million other things that she could have worn that would not have revealed wires or anything underneath her clothing. So I really think that she didn't do that. I think part of it was the having to get ready so quickly. So other question, so there was for entertainment purposes only. There was a question of whether or not she was maybe a little bit smelly. So I'm just looking at some of these notes here. Oh, nice, Jude. My parents probably would have said the same thing. Oh, our Isaacs, yeah, you too, right? So, and Serendipity, thank you for your donation so much, sweetie pie. And there's my buddy JT. For all of you that don't know, JT is one of my good friends. I grew up with him. He is a paranormal investigator part of the time. He's utterly fabulous the rest of the time. He's an amazing musician. He's super cool. But if he does make it across the monkey bars on the Jungle Gym, he is a gymnast. I'm going to put it out there. So if you guys look, there's a video from when we went to his last local investigation to me at the Adolf Strauss house in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. So you can actually see a video of me and JT hanging out. So Now I'm just going to look at the questions. There, we went through the microphone question. And is H having major regrets? We're going to do that. We're going to do that too. So let's see about the drinking thing. Okay, you guys got me till just before 9 o'clock. So, um, was she drinking? Was she drinking? Was she drinking before? And right out of the middle of the deck. Ah! No, I don't think she was. I don't think it was, and don't get me wrong, like, funerals, like, we lost a very good friend in 2020. And yes, there was a lot of drinking at that funeral. It was a very Irish funeral. Um, so I do understand, like, you have to have a drink, or if you're around family, like, you have to have a drink. My apologies to anyone who is a teetotaler and does not drink, but I do understand, sometimes there are people that need to do something to just cope with them. So I totally get that. That everyone, may have thought that, but I thought it was unlikely, especially with the scenario that they were throwing out there. They said that H&M were going to go and do their own walkabout, and then they asked permission, and William found out, and he said, "No, no, no. Well, we're going to go. We'll all do it together. Be a show of solidarity." So, like, the reality, like, no, I just don't think so. I think that, like I said, the Hydra is out of the bag. And I think no matter what she does at this point, it's going to be viewed with some kind of a lens of negativity. Um, you'll see on Friday the conduct reading that I did with her. She just really, like, it's like it's a really tough repair. Um, so we're gonna look at if Harry has major regrets. Okay, now, mind you, tomorrow is conduct reading for him. So we're going to kind of go off topic right now. So just so you guys know, Serendipity and I were discussing that there's some negative energies that have been building for some time, and I am trying to cleanse as much as possible with my selenite. I'm trying to cleanse as much as possible with visualization and breathing. I'm just really trying to be as pure as possible, and keep my readings as pure as possible. I don't want to say there's negative things afoot, but there's always this balance in the world of good and not so good. I don't want to say evil, but good and not so good. And really, you have to make a conscious choice to, like, do the right thing. And that whole thing, we tell the kids all the time, integrity is what you do when uh no one's looking. That's your true test, how you behave when no one's looking, or how you behave when no one's paying attention. So if you steal that last little bit of candy, you're kind of a jerk. But nonetheless, so does he have any major regrets? You guys can all sound off in the comments right here. 5 of Cups. This is you know I'm not looking at the cups that are full. I'm looking at the cups that are spilled. I'm focused on myself. Ego, ego, ego. And this card's a little bit different from the Rider Waite. It's very similar, but it's got some differences here. So, um, looking into the distance, you don't see the good. You don't see the castle. You just stay here and kind of wallow in your own nonsense and your sadness. Something interesting, and I heard this on Tarot by Andy, who commented on my channel the other day. I was like, "Ooh, Tarot by Andy, there she is." I was very excited. I totally had a fangirl moment. This she said that we don't know if their cups are spilled blood. This deck has red next to the cup, so perhaps this is spilled blood um, through spreading lies, through not telling the truth. Uh, the Fool, even though upright, he is excited and moving into the future with like this excitement and freedom to make choices and make mistakes. Probably this should be like turned on its side or even turned upside down, because it really was kind of reckless. He trying to regain control, trying to um harness the baser emotions. The strength card does that for us. The strength card says, hey, maybe you shouldn't have 27 shots. Maybe you shouldn't go home with that guy after partying in the bar all night. Maybe you shouldn't eat a pint of ice cream at 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe you shouldn't be obsessing over that person who has ghosted you and is not calling you, and stop looking at their 27 text messages that they sent you. Maybe you shouldn't buy another tarot deck. So, this is about controlling those baser, but it really is more of the baser, uh, uh, you know, instinctual, animalistic urges that we have, about having some control over that, some self control over that. So, regret here, and then here we've got Seven of Swords in reverse. This is ill intent, poor things, that poor behavior that we did, coming to light, being revealed. And then we go into the Four of Cups. Why didn't I listen to everyone? Why did I have this pie in the sky thinking? Why didn't I just stay with the cups that were ahead of me and that, were safe and sound? Why, oh, why, oh, why? Why did I screw this up? Really, that's it. Under the surface, not feeling safe, not feeling kept, not feeling that he has security. So, and what? In the videos that I did this week, I did talk about security a number of times. And when I referred to security, I didn't mean like they're security guards. I was not talking about that. I was talking about security in terms of financial security, family stability, that sort of thing. So keep that in mind as you're going through the reading. I really am trying to manage my voice here. So I'm not like talking like I'm from New Jersey, because I know all of you love that. I know you love it when I talk like I'm from New Jersey. We all don't talk like this, and it doesn't smell here. It's actually very pretty. People are going to think that like I'm talking in tongues when I do that. I'm totally not. I'm not talking in tongues. It's how some of us talk here. So he is trying to formulate a way back. He thinks he can repair his reputation. I hope he can. Um, Working on it. Working on it. I've been up since like 5 o'clock this morning. Like I said, our air conditioning was broke. And last night it was not bad. It was not super, super hot. We had the windows open, we had fans going. It was kind of nice. The night before, super hot. And not in like the sexy Gregopedia kind of way. I'm surprised Gregopedia hasn't dropped in yet. So, oh, serendipity. You thought it was a mic? You thought it was a mic. Tara by Andy had a picture, and she said there was a wire down her back. I don't know. I don't know. Well, yeah, I saw too, but it looked like it just looked like it was a poor fit. It just didn't look like anything to me. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know. And I just think I looked that up. Yeah, I don't think she was. I think maybe she had a drink. I don't think she was blown out the door, bombed. I mean, who knows? I mean, if I were staying, royal family, like if I were part of the royal family, I would be having cocktails with every meal. I'm like, and like not like for the sake of getting drunk, but for the sake of pairing. Like I love doing pairings. Like one of the best parties Greg and I ever had was we had a whiskey tasting party. We got a whole bunch of whiskey and we paired it with all sorts of stuff. We had Japanese whiskey that we had with salad. Um, we had, I think we even had Glenlivet during it. But we had pork belly with one kind of whiskey. We had chocolate and salted caramel. We throw a good party, just so you guys know. I think Greg Toberfest is going to be great. Maybe I'll do a little live from the yard just for you guys. We'll do a real quick live, and you can see what kind of maniacs we are. Uh, we wear the outfits and everything. We have a great time. So the dress was Russian, nothing formal with her. No, I agree. I agree with that, but I don't think they would. I think for the sake of the queen, they wouldn't do that. High on something that I could get down with. So, because I do think let's take a look. Do we have medications going on there? For entertainment purposes only. This is just a tarot reading. Entertainment purposes only. Is she medicated? One card, right? One card. One card. So I'm gonna say that's a no. I don't. Instinctually, I'm thinking it's a yes, but I'm going to say that that's a no. The world in reverse. Typically, there's some cards that are no's, some cards that are yes, and then the rest of them, it's kind of like whether they're upside down or not. You have to make a distinction. Um, why don't we go to Pendulum? Hello, Mr. Pendulum. Oh, hello, viewers. How are you today? Now you guys are going to think that I'm on something. I trust me, I'm not. I wish that I was. It's hot down here. So the air conditioning, while it is working upstairs, the heat descended into the basement today. So it was hot. The kids, their floor was 87 degrees the other day. It was super hot. The cats were just like melting. So, all right. Let's ask the pendulum. Was she wearing a mic? Serendipity. You see that? Pendulum says yes. My cards may be wrong. Okay, all right. So that's a yes. Was she DRUNK? Was she DRUNK? DRUNK. Was she DRUNK? That one's a yes too. Whew. Okay. Final question for entertainment purposes only. For entertainment purposes only. Was she on something else? Was she on something else? Went immediately to yes. Is it prescribed for anxiety? Let's let it clear. There she goes. Is it something for anxiety? Yes. I'm gonna get real specific. Is it a Xanax? Is it Xanax? All right. For entertainment purposes only. So much for my card readings today, huh, guys? Okay. Oh, brown-eyed lady. You know what? I wish the banks had learned their lesson from the last time in the house market crash. Yeah, I lost some money on a piece of property doing that. I put my house on the market right before it crashed and took a little bit of a beating on it. So now I don't think that she is. So let's well, that's the pendulum. But my card reading is doing this. So is she with child currently? She currently with child. That's a no. So part of the thing, I don't think that she is because they had all those events planned. I don't think she would have planned that was enough PR, and a sensible person would not get pregnant at an advanced age, um, and have to travel around to the Invictus Games. And she seems like she has kind of a whole list there. So is she intending to try for number tres? She going to try for number tres. Tres. Yes. Yes. And I think I got that in my reading on Friday. I think I did. So let's look at that. So let's take a look at that, Tracy. Miss Tracy. Did she want information out there that she was having a baby? Did she want that information out there? So she wanted the chaos of that information. It's really, really quite terrible. So having the chaos of that conversation, the buzz about it, she felt, and I don't know if it was her or if it was her advisors, now no longer her advisors. I think the idea was they're not going to heckle and create a ruckus. The crowds won't do that if they know that they'll be happy about it. It's everybody loves a baby. Everybody loves a baby. So but I think it was a hard stop. It was like, yeah, we got it. We got to pivot. We got to go in a different direction from this. I think that's what it was. Yeah, I agree. Serendipity, she did look scared. I think it was better acting than we're used to seeing. The smirking today, I don't even know what to make out of that. I still got to wrap my head around that because you just don't smirk at a funeral. Certainly one where every single camera is pointed at you. I got this deck. Because I told you I have a problem, right? I got this deck. You know what this deck is? This is the Cthulhu deck. It's pretty dark. Was she really scared, or was she acting? Never use this deck. Was she scared, or was she acting? Oh, okay. I know what's going on here. Yes, it's over. Yes, it is. They're leaving in the morning. So they have been given their walking papers. They know this is the last hurrah. They're not going to, they can't cause a ruckus because it is a funeral. She's definitely going to try and talk to Joe and Jill Biden. She's definitely going to try and like get over there and like, I need sanctuary. She's going to try and do that. And Joe Biden's going to be probably creepy. But you know, they crossed the line a long time ago, and there's been a lot of polite behavior. They've basically been told that you guys crossed the line. I don't think that she really thought that there was a line to cross. I think she thinks that family is ever present. I think she thought that his family was going to be ever present. And I don't think that she really understood that the words that were coming out of her mouth were going to. I just want to change my banner. I'm going to change this banner. Hang on. There you go. I just got to change it. So, I don't think that she ever thought that they would, because it's not Hollywood. I don't think she ever thought that they were the royal family was going to say, "Be gone, bitches." I think she really thought. I cursed again. The negative response of the world has been horrifically disappointing. She can't believe it. She can't believe that they're not partnered. Oh, so let's talk about the Markle claw. The claw is getting stronger. The claw is holding on tighter. The claw is really digging deep. Now I just lost my. So wait, where were we? So hang on. I am trying to get back. Oh, I saw a good one on there. Hang on. Oh, really? You guys are smarty pants. Putting her hair to the left. I thought that was just like a stupid fidget. Okay. I could be way off on this one because like I said, I am trying to be really, really nice this week. I'm trying to offer assistance. So we're gonna put Cthulhu away. It's a little too heavy. So I feel like I just had like a steak dinner, mashed potatoes with sour cream, and hollandaise sauce on asparagus, and then I had like a big thing of hot fudge sundae. I feel like I'm super, super heavy duty. So, how about that? Yes, Gilda girl, I'm with you, honey. All right. So Gwendolyn, you're my favorite because we're going to get off these two or that family. All right. So how is Lisa Bonet doing since her divorce? Will she stay out of the public or will she try acting again? Let's see how she's doing first. Again, clearing. Right, serendipity? We all got to stay nice and clear and grounded. I think she's moving on to new relationships. So, we got here, there's turmoil. It was change. Big wheel keeps on turning. But now the house is much calmer. I think she does a lot of energy work, Lisa Bonet, whether she's conscious of it or not. There's always this very stable kind of sense of energy around her. You know, and to be sure, when she was younger, there was some drama with her. Like, I what was it? Did she get married or did she get pregnant or something? And they took her off the Cosby Show. There was some kind of drama, which I think was really stupid because she's really, really beautiful and she's really cool. Um, so there was some chaos here. House is stable. I do feel like she does some energy work to create this stable energy for herself. She's moving on to better things and coming up on some choices. So I don't know if they're officially divorced yet. If any of you know, you can pop it into the comments there. Please like, share, and subscribe. I never even said that. It's on the ticker down below. So I think she's getting ready to move on to relationships, but I don't think that there's going to be notable relationships like the ones that she's already had. Lenny Kravitz, hubba hubba, and Jason Momoa, again, hubba hubba hubba. So I think there are relationships that she's getting involved in, but and possibly they are going to different levels, but she is not ever going to be back at that level. Like, I would hesitate to say that she's never going to get married again, but for right now, she's not interested in partnering up on a permanent relationship like that. She'll share parts of her life with somebody, but she's not going to share her whole life with somebody right now. So, let's see. Will she stay out of the public eye? Let's just ask if she is going to act. Let's see if she's going to go back to acting. I'm getting like a real hard no intuitively. I don't think she has to. I don't think she has to work. Not really considering it. It would have to be like the right project with the right people. That she's one of those that it would have to be the right project, the right actors, the right production team, the right director. Like, it's almost like she would need like a super group project to have to agree to it. She's just not going to go and, like, she's not auditioning for a role. She's going to wait for somebody to ask her. Somebody asks her, hey, will you play this role? Will you do this thing? And she would have to say, you know what, the stars have to be aligned, everything has to be right. I don't think she's looking for work. I don't think she needs to. I just don't. Foot on ground, grounding. Will she stay out of the public eye? We're going to see this gal. So this is Jason Momoa right here. Now, typically, when we get court cards, we get, like this is one person, this is another person. This is him. Okay. This is why. He is he's the dominant force behind their relationship, behind their love relationship, but their professional marriage, he is like a big dumb kid. Like he's like a big goofy puppy. And so, you know, he's the one who like plans the date, these elaborate date nights, and takes care of everything and buys like crazy like extravagant gifts and jewelry and all kinds of cool stuff. Um, but like when it comes like he'll pay his rent, he'll pay his mortgage late. He'll be like, oh my bad, like I just totally flaked. Like he's like an I flaked kind of guy. um, which doesn't really matter because like if he doesn't pay his electric bill or his mortgage, he just goes in the bank and like writes checks. Not like he didn't pay it because he didn't have the money. He just flaked. He just was busy kayaking or skydiving or parasailing or whatever Jason Momoa does in his spare time. Um, so this is a very powerful force behind it, and behind her being in or out of the public eye. He is the one who kind of pulls her into the public eye. By the way, everybody, thank you for logging in. I never even said thank you. I just kind of launched into the readings. I never said thank you. Yay for hanging out. And I'm getting fuzzy. You can see I'm kind of getting fuzzy, like the one eye's going. So I think part of the divorce and everything will keep her in the public eye. Again, I don't think that they're divorced, and I don't think that they're apart. I think he's still very much in her life, and I would like to be back in her life full time. I think there's still some kind of relationship that's going on there that she has kind of at an arm's length, because she's like, I'm just going to kind of do my thing. And he's like, yeah, but I want more. So I think I think that they're at odds about that. I don't think that they're on the same page about it, which is very interesting. I do like them as a couple. I really liked her and Lenny Kravitz as a couple too. Obviously, I just like Lisa Bonet in a relationship. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Uh, one of the things that I've always been, Lisa Bonet always had like that kind of laid back, like I'm really relaxed and like maybe kind of high kind of attitude. And I have never had that because I was always been like, like A-type person and like busy and doing stuff and noisy. And like I have never, like, I'm just not calm. Like there's nothing calm about me. I don't even sleep calm. I snore, I grind my teeth. So, like gals that are like so laid back and excuse me, very calm and just like very chill. Like I just never got that. I was like, oh, I'm so envious of that. Like I wish I could just like be super chill, but I'm not. I am the way I am. So Gilded Girl. No, Greg's birthday is actually after Christmas. His birthday's between Christmas and New Year's. So he gets cheesed out of his birthday like every year. So what I did a few years ago, I started planning a birthday man brunch for him. So I invite his guy friends over and I just make food until they can't eat anymore. So I have a little chef's jacket and I just keep running in and make waffles, give them waffles. And then I make like the Irish breakfast shots, which is Jameson, half Jameson, like 3/4 Jameson, and then you top it off with butterscotch schnapps, and you serve it with a chaser of orange juice and a big piece of thick cut bacon. There's that bartender, the tipsy bartender. I learned it there. So like we'll do those, and then I'll have like a whole plate of meats. So it'll be like sausages and bratwurst and kielbasa and all kinds of sausages. So they just sit around and like eat food, and I make eggs and all kinds of crazy stuff. So but the whole point is I just keep feeding them until they're bloated. So the Oktoberfest that we do, Greg started doing it before we were together because he loves sausage and beer. So when we got together, I said, oh, we should add like a new thing every year. So like one year we made our own pretzels, and then the next year we added our own red cabbage, and then we added like a potato dumpling instead of just regular German potatoes, and then we added sauerkraut this year. Sauerkraut is our addition this year. 2 years ago, I added sauerkraut strudel, which is a huge hit. Everybody loved the sauerkraut strudel. Everybody's a big fan of it. So our one friend George, I make him his own personal sauerkraut strudel, so he gets his own strudel. But yeah, there's lots of stuff. I make these little meat patties. They're like little mini hamburgers, but they have like a kind of a onion compote that you put on top, and so everybody likes those. And the only thing we don't make are our rolls, because that would just take way too long, and I'm not making rolls for days. I'm already making pretzels for days. So this year I am adding lots of people to bring things over. So Gilda girl, I will go back and look at the dress. I will go back and look at the dress. So, oh, I was wondering what this was. That's awesome. Oh, okay. All right. So, brown eyed girl, there's always, I'm pregnant, and then whoops, I have this carriage, and whoops, I feel, yeah. Yeah, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll get a whole narrative of I was there and it was so stressful that I, had a thing. So, who I mean, and that's like nothing to play around with. It's not really fair. Um DNA. Let's see. Will we ever get will there be a DNA test? Ever? No. This again, no. Okay. Here's something fun. Are they not doing the DNA test because Harry's is in question? Oh, for entertainment purposes only. That's a yes. Now, I still think that he looks like the family. I don't think he looks like that riding instructor. But, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, serendipity. Great minds. Great minds. PR stunt. Gilda girl, that was absolutely an unbelievable statement. I'm not getting involved in anyone's family problems. Really? Okay. Whatever. Oh, you like the artwork? Oh, cool. Okay. Da, 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 da. She looked lost and not scared. It's brown-eyed girl. So, somebody said it looked like, I think it was body language guy, Jesus Enrique Rosas. I think he said she looked like she went in to give William a hug. Was she intending to give William a hug at the end of the walkabout? Was she intending to hug William at the end of the walkabout? Got a jump out card. I'm going to need some more cards on that one, because that's the anxiety after it all. Is she intending to hug William? No. It looked like she kind of went in toward him, and then she kind of backed off. It was when they were all waving at the car before they left, before they took off. So Tell me more, serendipity. Kill the girl. That's not a curse word. She looks so insecure. They read out the info. Baked Alaska. Ooh, baked Alaska. I have never made one of those. I do want to make one. Drama related to Lenny Kravitz. Really? I love Lenny Kravitz. And I liked her on the Cosby Show too. Selena, yes. Yes, I don't know if you're still here. You can do here I'll switch my banner around. You can drop a contribution. I think you can donate through Facebook too. So I'll do past, present, future. Pour vous. Oh, we got just a few more minutes. Just a few more minutes, people. Selena, past, present, future. So in the past, things were great. So lots of good stuff going on. Lots of generosity, giving of yourself, and it created this fantastic life for you. But beware in the future of charming suitors who tell you everything you want to hear. You want to be careful about this guy because he can interfere with all of this good stuff that you've done. And this charitable instinct of yours can welcome folks like this in. We like to call them leeches, energy vampires, that kind of thing. So you want to be careful about that. So I hope that you don't run into anybody like this. Just, this is a sweet talker, this one right here. Definitely he tells you everything you want to hear. Okay. I got this is somebody who's got a really nice head of hair, thick head of hair. Very straight hair though, a lot of hair, very straight. So keep an eye out for him. And he's a very, very sexy guy, very sexy. But he's kind of short. I don't think he's taller than like 5'7". He's a little bit short. So watch out for him. He's gonna tell you everything. You are beautiful. He's gonna tell you you are fabulous. But his whole point is to just kind of hitch his cart to somebody else. So you got to be careful. This guy's not a guy who's going to take care of you. This is the guy who's going to let you take care of him. So you don't want to do that. So I hope you enjoyed that. You can drop me a contribution if you'd like. So where are we? Oh wait. No, Gildy Girl. That's okay. No, I think he looks like Prince Philip and Charles, and the red comes from the Spencer side too. I absolutely agree with that. So, blah, blah, blah. Oh, bye, Serendipity, sweetie pie. So you are welcome, Selena. Many blessings. Well, listen, guys, since we're only about 9 minutes, I was going to stay on to like just about 9. I am going to call it quits. And thank you, everybody, for being here. This was super fun. Like I said, for the rest of the week, hi, here I am. I was like, oh, where'd the view go? So for the rest of the week, I'm really gonna try and stay positive. I mean, I'm gonna be MIA from probably Thursday night through Tuesday. So I'll try and do some production videos for you guys on Monday. I will be on Dueling Tarot we're just going to do an hour because you're going to see I'm going to have like flour on me. I'm going to have like a pretzel hanging off my ear. It's going to be super, super crazy weekend. My girlfriend is coming out from Pennsylvania. She always comes out to spend the weekend here at Oktoberfest. So it's good. Good, clean fun. This year we were actually supposed to be in Munich, but we decided not to. We were going to plan the trip for a whole bunch of people, but we decided not to because of what's going on in Ukraine. We figured, Munich may not be. We may not want to be in Europe. for Oktoberfest. So next year we may do a trip to Munich and see how that goes. So could be really fun. So um, maybe that'll be our dueling tarot meet and greet. We'll do it in Germany. So I hope everybody liked that. I'm just trying to keep it light. I will see you all on Friday, but tomorrow I've got scheduled videos for noon. Tomorrow's Harry, Friday's Megan. Saturday I'll post up a video of one of my decks so you guys can enjoy that. You can see some new decks. I'll do a video probably too on the Cthulhu deck. Like I said, today was the first time I ever used it. It's heavy duty. I felt like I ate a ton of food. So, I'll get working with the energy on that. I may not like the deck though. I have some decks. I buy them. I play with them a few times. I'm like, it doesn't really do it for me. And then years later, I come back to them, like the Ellen Cannon Reed, which I didn't like when I was younger, and now I'm like, oh, this is the greatest deck ever. So, you never know. Your taste change as you get older. I didn't like asparagus when I was little. I like asparagus now. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all have a great night. Thank you so much for your donations. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for listening to this drivel. I will see you later. All right. So, everybody, take care, be good, stay healthy.